What is up, guys? Kianpa here. Cookie Run Kingdom has put in 2 new events as well as put a new item in the shop for Black Friday. So I'm going to make this video to break these things down for you. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So to start off with, the event is a guild event, and both events are essentially tied in together, where you're going to be trading in materials or doing certain tasks to be able to get fame points. Both events have the same duration of 8 days long, and at the time of recording this video, this event has 7 days and 20 hours left. You can see how long the event it has for any event on the top right of the event to see the durations. The guild event will require your entire guild to work together as a certain ranking to be able to get these rewards of crystals, gold, EXP jellies, and rainbow cubes if you end up being in a top 1, top 2% guild. There is not going to be a special award for being top 50, top 100, or whatever sort of vanity, placement, flex ranking. So you're just essentially going to want to enter a guild that actually ends up playing the game daily to be able to reach top 1, top 2% for the best rewards to get the rainbow cubes. And then there's also going to be an individual contribution ranking as well too, for a slight bonus as well too, if you are a little bit more on the competitive side, where you can get up to 500 crystals, 300,000 gold, and some time skipper jumpers of 10 at the maximum. The other event will also be an individual type of fame point acquisition event, where you're just going to be doing fame point over and over again until you reach the maximum at 50,000 fame points. The rewards for the individual fame event will be 800 crystals and 1 magic cookie cutter, so essentially almost 3 single summons, a little bit of stamina at 30 stamina, 56,000 EXP through jellies, 5 time skippers, 3 treasure tickets, 2 almond, swift chocolate, and raspberry topping, 50 topping pieces, and 200 rainbow cubes to be just shy of a single summon for 300 rainbow cubes. And that's it. I do want to revisit the main guild event real quick to go show you the reward table once more, because I did fail to mention the bottomed out rewards, where you can see here at the very bottom, you can just be a participant to get rewards even if you're not in a real guild, and then you can go to top 90, top 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, then 5, 3, 2. And then for the individual contribution reward, you will have to be top 10 to be able to get some sort of crystals, because everything else below that won't get crystals, they'll just get gold in exchange for taking part in this event. For the gameplay portion of this event, it's essentially just another wishing tree where they'll have 3 different tasks, where the first 2 tasks are going to be material send out tasks just like the wishing tree, and the third task is going to be an action task where you're going to do various things such as receive rewards from the bear jelly tree, upgrade topping pieces, clear out the sweet tower of chaos, and you'll end up getting rewards such as topping pieces, gold, cookie cutters, steering keys for the tower of sweet chaos, and various other things as well too. So you'll see here, I'm going to be completing this task, and it's going to give you a new task to be able to send out materials over and over again, just like the wishing tree. And if you're unable to finish out one of the requests because it's going to take too long, you can always hit the refresh button, and it's going to take you 10 minutes to get a new task, just like the wishing tree. Once the cooldown is over after refreshing your tasks, you'll just have a scroll that just says new quest, and you can just click on it and get the brand new quest to go and proceed to gain more fame points. Now, since it's using the same type of material that the wishing tree would end up using, I definitely recommend that you guys end up just doing the main 3 tasks in the wishing tree to get all your daily rewards, especially because it'll help you get your frost crystal quest done faster, where you have to claim daily rewards from the wishing tree. And then afterwards, I would just proceed to probably go and do these tasks, because they can give you gold of an equivalent value, as well as they can give you EXP jellies and topping pieces, which I know everybody knows that in Cookie Run Kingdom, EXP jellies and topping pieces are the most rare commodity in the game, because you have to wait for time to be able to go get these. And just so you don't get confused, where it says my fame points and the percentage number, this is not the percentage number of where you stand. This is essentially the contribution percentage amount that you are taking part of for your guild. So currently for myself, I'm doing 7.3% of the fame points of my guild's total. And you can see here, it goes up to 7.4 after I turn that item in. And just in case you didn't watch my Frost Crystal Guide video, I want to give out the tip that you shouldn't level up your production buildings to a very high tier just because you have the material or the gold to be able to do so. Because if you end up doing that and crafting 10 or more of the item, it's going to end up showing up in your bear train as well as your wishing tree. And it's going to make it so that your resources are spread too thin, because you're going to be trying to craft too many different items with too little buildings. And then you're going to get backlogged on orders for wishing tree, this quest, this event, as well as the bear jelly train. So I want to also really quickly go over some very important rules that you definitely should know for this event. So the first one is your guild's ranking will be calculated based on the sum of fame points the members of your guild acquired during the event. So that one's not that important. You know, you can only acquire fame points during the event time and not after, during the calculation time and the reward distribution time. If you haven't participated in the event, you will not be able to receive the ranking reward. So definitely at least do a little bit so you guys can get the rewards if you guys have to be inactive at a time. Don't expect your guild to be able to fully carry you when you come back to some rewards. Only the number of fame points collected in your current guild will be taken into account. So this is absolutely the hugest thing of all that you definitely need to take account of, because if you are a big guild hopper, just remember that your fame points will not carry over from one guild to the other. It'll only be the amount of fame points collected at the current time that you're in the guild. And then the other one that's also important if you're a guild leader or an officer, if a member of your guild quits or gets kicked out, all fame points they have earned will be deducted from the total fame points. So don't go on a mass kicking spree. Try to establish your guild, the guild you're going to be in, as well as the guild you're going to be having right at the start, so you guys can accumulate your fame points and be at least top 1%. Aim for that 1%er. After the event has concluded, the guild fame points will reset, especially if they decide to do more guild events in the future. If you guys do need a guild on Hollyberry server, we do have two guilds of Key Lime Pies and Key Lime Tarts. The main guild of Key Lime Pies is a sweaty tryhard guild for top 30 ranking, as well as Key Lime Tarts is top 1% in top 400, but that guild is filled mostly with randoms that do very low score, where our community members are the high scorers that are carrying that guild. So if you guys are looking for a guild, let me know in Discord, where the links will be in the description below, where you guys can join Key Lime Tarts if you guys are looking for a solid guild for top 1% and possibly aim higher. If you guys do score something like 1.8 million, you guys can ask to join Key Lime Pies to be in the top 30 guild. All right, now on to the Black Friday package. If you guys are unfamiliar with Black Friday, it's essentially a holiday that happens after Thanksgiving in November, where a lot of things end up going on sale. And so Cookie Run Kingdom has decided to take up on that and throw out a Black Friday package itself as well too. So when you buy this Black Friday package, you'll be able to pick out 3 items for volume 1, 1 of the epic variety and 2 of the rare variety. This is not every item you're gonna get. You're gonna have to pick 1 of each thing for each package. So the first one for the epic rare loot, they'll give you 2 soul stones of either Hollyberry, Sea Fairy, or pure vanilla. And you can also choose to pick up 700 frost crystals or 7 frost crystal gacha summons, 800 rainbow cubes, or 2 2/3 of costume gacha summons, or 2,200 crystals, which is 7 single summons on a banner outside of the legendary ancient gachas, as well as 100 crystals to remain. For the rare rewards, you can get 200 EXP jellies for level 6 variety, which is essentially 320,000 EXP, or 12 treasure tickets, or 8 magic cookie cutters, 500 frost crystals, 600 rainbow cubes, 1,600 crystals, or 320,000 gold. There's actually going to be one more rarity tier of the common tier that's going to be available only in volume 2 of the package, where they'll have 30 time skip jumpers, the 10 mayhem tickets, 12 arena tickets, 150 stamina, 18 searing keys, 400 rainbow cubes, 1,000 crystals, or 200,000 gold. Now, whether you should buy this package or not is definitely going to be up to your spending cost, because this is a decent package. It's not absolutely insane. I'll go into the more of the breakdown in a little bit, but if you guys are a heavy spender, this is absolutely value. If you're a budget spender, this is pretty good, and if you're free to play, this is very questionable if you get it or not. Let me really quickly compare between 2 packages. If you can see here, I have selected the value rewards of 7 frost crystal summons and then 16 magic cookie cutter summons for a total of 23 summons. And if you look at the cotton cookie package for $8, and there's other similar packages in the future like this, you'll end up getting something more like 17 summons with a guaranteed epic and 30 stamina jellies and 100 spare crystals left over. Now obviously the Black Friday package would give you more summons, however the cotton cookie package would guarantee you an epic, while this one would maybe get you 1 epic or possibly more or none. Now for the Black Friday special package volume 2, you could end up doing something like this to end up getting a total of 34 summons for $20. Now something comparable to this package would be essentially buying the monthly premium deal for the daily crystals to get a total of 34 summons worth of crystals for a price of, I believe, $15. Now, obviously, it's not the exact equivalent exchange, because this one would have the Frost Crystal summons, which are slightly better value because it has a higher chance to get Frost Queen Legendary. But with the $5 higher cost premium, I would say they're kind of equal value, and obviously this one is instant gratification, while this one would require you to wait over a month time period and log in daily to be able to fully utilize this as well too. So really quickly, if you want to know the summon per dollar value for both of these packages, Volume 1 package will cost you about $3.48 without tax per multi, and Volume 2 will cost you about $5.88 without tax per multi as well too. And lastly, I want to just briefly go over what items I think you should definitely not pick for these choices, as well as what items you should maybe pick up. So absolutely, I don't think you should be picking up any of these soul stones, because you could end up getting a soul stone every 3 days for any of these. For Hollyberry and Pure Vanilla, you can end up getting them from the PvP shop for medals. There's an excess of medals right now because of Mayhem as well as the regular arena, as long as you are doing those ones. And for the Sea Fairy Soulstone, you can end up getting it from the Trade Harbor once you unlock it at, I believe, Castle level 8. But in the Rainbow Shell Gallery, it'll appear here. Now with Frost Queen's addition, it will alternate between Sea Fairy and Frost Queen, so it may take you a little bit more time to end up getting those Sea Fairy Soulstones. But ultimately, I'd much rather have summons to potentially pull out Soulstones or full cookies for epic or legendary variety, because a lot of the PvP and a lot of gameplay will rely on you using epic cookies, because you can only have a maximum of 3 ancient or legendary cookies on a team as well too. The other item I don't think you should be really picking up is the rainbow cubes, unless you're a huge costume fan, because the extra boost you get from the stats for costumes isn't really that big of a deal. As well as, if you remember in the past, they had a booster for Kingdom's Port for $1 to get 1 single summon as well as 1 costume gacha summon. They might not have that again, but they also could possibly have that, because they tend to have a lot of value deals with microtransactions to try to get you to spend more and more money. And so a lot of these other packages in the future could have rainbow cubes, as well as they have events or mail gifts that would possibly give you costume summons. And for the rares packs, I'm not too sure if you should pick up the topping pieces or the EXP jellies, especially because for the topping pieces, 120 could get you a +9 or almost a +12, but usually from my own experience, it takes about 120, 150 topping pieces to go from +9 to +12. And then for the 200 EXP jelly level 6 packages, this will give you 1 level once you reach level 50 and higher. So I'm not too sure if that's necessarily worth it. Treasure ticket wise as well too, you get a lot of treasure tickets from mileage shop as well too, so I don't think it's worth it. And then the gold as well, 320,000 gold. Just go and do a lot more production to do a more wishing tree or event to get gold as well too. And for the common items, I definitely don't think the time skip jumpers are worth it, because you get a bunch of them from exploration. The mayhem tickets are absolutely not worth it, because you get a ton of them from the mail. The arena tickets, you get a lot from events. Stamina jellies are stamina, and I don't think it's worth it either, because you could always refresh. Searing keys, I don't think are worth it either, because climbing this tower is not really that great unless you're gonna go and buy a sweet Tower of Chaos. And as long as you're not letting them overcap, you'll have more than enough keys to be able to progress for those packages. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you if you guys want to buy Volume 1 or Volume 2, or what items you want to pick from these packages with this information that I've given you. Just keep in mind that spending can get out of hand really quickly with these microtransactions, so just spend responsibly, especially because Christmas is coming up, that you're going to be buying presents for yourself or other people, as well as Cookie Run Kingdom will probably have packages during Christmas as well, because Korea absolutely loves to celebrate Christmas. They'll probably also have Christmas gacha costumes with packages with extra rainbow cubes or gacha summons as well. Alright, that's gonna be all for this video. Hopefully this information was useful for you. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below what you guys think about these events and these packages. Make sure you guys subscribe for more Cookie Run and gacha content. Follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/KionPie to watch me play Cookie Run and other gachas live. Make sure you guys join our Discord to be part of our Cookie Run and gacha community. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for more content. And thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!